After watching possibly the worst Fate that I've seen so far, I watched Fate Grand Order Camelot Part 2, expecting a complete dumpster fire. However, this anime was actually pretty good. As usual, it's up to me to change the name of this anime to something a bit more realistic. Mash's Guide to Babysitting, The Walking Dead, and finally, when will Ritsuka make his move? If Da Vinci once again proved that it takes a real man to become best girl, be sure to subscribe to my channel, because we're close to 10,000 subs, and the special will be High School DxD. Yay. Let me give you a satire synopsis of this anime, which will contain spoilers. There is also a part 1 of this video that I would recommend watching first. Where were we? Oh yeah, Betty Veer was having PTSD while trying to get help from the King of the Mountain for the upcoming battle. Who says...
No, I don't think I will.
When Betty Veer was having Eren Yeager take him through the past, it explains how King Arthur was turned into the Lion King, something that maybe should have been explained in the last movie. After being completely broken from reliving the pain he has experienced for the past 1500 years, Mash says,
I lost something once.
which I guess works. Now we go to Lancelot?
I am not dead!
Wait, this guy's alive too? What was even the point of the last movie? Maybe Shiro was wrong. People don't die when they're killed. The semicircle table has a meeting, which finally led me to the realization that these people are more of a simp for Saber than the people in my comment section.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but you're a simp.
Ritsuka's group is once again asking for help, until Lancelot arrives. Then Ozymandias says, if you can beat him in an Agni Kai, then I will think about joining you in the mountain moles. What do you mean, think about? So now begins the 1 versus 4, is what I would like to say if Ritsuka ever did anything in fights. Then we get the reveal of the heroic spirit inside of Mash. Lancelot, I am your son. After some aggressive negotiation, Lancelot switches sides. That means they won, so they should get help from Ozymandias too, right? Right? Why do I feel like he's talking to me? It turns out that the sacred lance that the Lion King is going to destroy the world with is the Holy City, which is basically what Ultron tried doing. Now that Lancelot has switched sides, he takes them to his hidden army, but don't think that I've forgiven you for what you've done to Da Vinci. Wait, what? Little useless fact. In my notes right before I found out that she was still alive, I typed, so nobody's gonna talk about Da Vinci? Now, let's find out how she survived. There's no character better than Lancelot. We may as well rename this Lancelot the Movie. He even said that in front of his own son. What a man. Now they give more exposition about how King Arthur got turned into a divine spirit, which is more exposition than I got in the last movie. The final battle begins with the Old Man of the Mountain appearing through Betty Veer's determination and uses PTSD attack to distract Gawain. Alright team, what's the next step? Nidochris shows up with the Death Star, gives them the Holy Grail, which normally fixes the timeline. But we still have 50 minutes in this movie to go, so we must defeat the Lion King. Okay, you don't have to do that every time I say Lion King. Never mind. Since they can't seem to get into Fort Squidward, the good old flying pyramid gives them a hand. Alright, let's divide up the teams to fight. Lancelot, you fight Kurapika. Shangzhang, you're on Mordred duty. Hassan's, you got Tristan, because he's weak against poison. The Old Man of the Mountain's got Gawain. Actually, boss, it's past the old man's bedtime, so he's heading back for a nap. Fine, we can put in, no. Betty Veer.
Okay, my grand. This one's yours.
And I will take care of the Lion King. No, why don't you focus on those no-name people over there? Shangzhang versus Mordred fight. Begin! Mordred uses dialogue attack, which is about as effective as her love for her father. Shangzhang uses religion conversion therapy, as well as the most powerful attack in romance animes, the head-on lap attack. The Hassan's versus Tristan fight should be an easy fight, since he is weak to poison. See, it's already over.
Photos taken a moment before tragedy.
I have poison resistance. That's bullshit. To keep a long story short, they all die. Anko and Ramses use self-destruct. Betty Veer kills Gawain, which means it's up to Mash and Ritsuka to take down... Yeah, right. Let's just wait till Betty Veer gets here. Betty Veer pulled a rim, so the Lion King says...
Wait a minute! Who are you?
He returns Excalibur, which he's had the whole time, and she finally remembers him. Problem solved. Yay!
お父さん
Now, let's talk about the characters in this anime, starting off with the man who has more PTSD than Subaru, Betty Veer. In the last movie, this character just kind of existed. Now we dive deeper into this character and how broken he is after wandering the world for over 1500 years. Throughout this anime, Betty Veer is
drowning in an indescribable emptiness.
And the movie really did a great job at showing off that internal struggle. Too bad this was all his fault to begin with. Sword Snatcher tier. Remember all those nice things I said about Ritsuka in the first video? Yeah, I take everything I said back. He has returned to being a useless, boring character. Why does he even bother working out like he's gonna do something in this movie? He may as well do some vocal training so he can practice hurting them with words. He did throw that spear that one time, which was very useful. Let's face it, he's a walking, talking command seal. He doesn't even get folded like Shiro, so I can't even give him a counter. Can you do something tier? Mashed potato, and I have to say, not too bad, second movie, not too bad. They managed to give her a personality and have her express emotion. Maybe all those comments saying Mash is best girl weren't trying to prank me. She even took Ritsuka's Takano Jutsu job away from him. Honestly, just slap some command seals on her and let's call it a day. Shield hero tier.
大丈夫死んだふりは一回で十分さ
And let's keep it that way. Da Vinci made a miraculous return by being a female. After her little incident, they made sure to keep her off the front lines, so we really don't see her do anything in this movie. Can we get more screen time tier? Ozymandias, the man who never left his chair, yet still did the most damage. Oh, batteries, fire! Tier. Whoever told me that the Hisano Serenity was best girl in the next movie, because of you, I will never trust my comment section again. All she did in this movie was die. Breath the Fresh Air tier. The Lion King, who basically became a Lancer class, which explains why she lost. I think that she was a good antagonist because her plan wasn't really wrong. And even when she lost, she said that she still believes that it was the right path to take. Betty Veer's fault still tier. Time for final thoughts and rating the anime. They did it. They fixed the story to make it understandable by some miracle. While many people will argue saying that the last movie was to establish a base of the story, it really didn't do that. I got more out of the first 15 minutes of this movie than I did out of the whole first movie. Can people new to Fate understand this movie? No. But I would argue that if you've seen the first Fate Grand Order movie, you don't even have to play Fate Go to understand this movie. When it comes to the characters, they really took it up a notch for this movie, giving them internal conflict. I mean, half of the Knights of the Round Table killed each other due to differing ideologies. This is what makes their battle so much more impactful, because they're both fighting for something, except them, not really sure what they were doing. That being said, it does have the same problems as the first movie. A few characters were missing from Fate Go, which kind of sucks, but it is a movie, so I'll give them a pass. The music was great because it's a Fate movie. The animation was great at times, and sometimes it would just turn into the Naruto versus Pain fight, which wouldn't have been a big deal if it was one animation style or another, instead of switching between the two. At the end of the day, this would have been better as a 12-episode anime with 2 seasons instead of 2 movies. While my anime list gave this anime a score of around 7.6 out of 10, I will be giving a score of 8.2 Lion Kings out of 10. Hello, Outro Lunar here. Click here if you want to see my channel. Click over here if you want to see my most recent video. Click over here if you want to see the recommended video. Alright, bye.